Hey, church, I hope you guys are having a great week so far. I am praying for you, and I am so thankful that I get to bring another update to you this week. So, hey, first of all, thanks for sticking around. And I've got a few updates. Number one, the first one to come to you is last week from the pastor's update, I had asked for you to consider subscribing to the church's YouTube channel. Now, each time you subscribe to the channel, you're going to be notified of a new video, new stuff to go check out. And you know what? Some of you went and signed up. Some of you subscribed to the channel. I am so thankful for that. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you for doing that. But if you have not yet subscribed, I want to encourage you, smash that subscribe button. Subscribe to your church's YouTube channel so you are made aware of first of new content that is out there. But let's start talking about some pastor updates. The first update that I've got for you is, well, let me back up and ask you a question. When was the last time that you used a Google review? Was it perhaps maybe yesterday, day before? Was it last week? And one of the things that are very helpful about reviews online, whether it's by Google, Amazon, or wherever it might be, is those reviews help us understand more about experience, product experience from other users who have perhaps maybe bought that product, or perhaps maybe there's a service that is going on out there and folks have put in a review. So those things help us determine, is that something that we want to buy? Is that something we want to invest in? Is this something that we want to invest in as a family? Which brings me to this next question here, and for some help is, have you considered putting in a review for your church? If you have not, I want to encourage you, consider putting in a Google review for your church. Now, if you have not yet done this, and it's real easy to do, if you have a Gmail account or a Google account, you can go right in and do that. It's super easy. It's super quick. But I want to encourage you, when you go in and give your Google review, give your church a 5-star review and put a sentence or two in there about your church, something that you enjoy about your church. And this will not just help us individually, but it will help us as a church, because the Google reviews that are out there are, number one, they're free. So they're not going to cost us anything, but they're going to help us increase our digital presence out there for potential new families, for potential new members that are looking for a place to come worship. Now, guys, when they start looking at some of these reviews, it'll be very similar to the reviews that we use. We're going to check out those reviews first before we commit. So there's going to be a very good likelihood that folks have checked us out online before they even walk through those doors. So if you have not yet put in a Google review, I want to encourage you, do that. Or if it's been some time since you have submitted a Google review, go back in there and refresh it. But overall, I want to encourage you, give your church a 5-star rating and a sentence or two, just to let other viewers know about what you enjoy about your church, First Baptist Church Kirtland. Okay, so this brings me to my next point, the second update I have for you. Well, last night we had Wednesday night. Now, Wednesday night, guys, we were packed to the gills last night with young bodies. It was so encouraging to see. We had 12 youth back on the youth side last night. It was so great to see all those young minds back there learning about Jesus, learning about the gospel, learning more about their Bibles. It was great seeing all of those young people and just seeing that group just grow. It was so wonderful. It was so encouraging, which brings me to the children's side. We also had 12 children there last night. So that was the most that we have ever had in a very, very long time. So overall, the Lord was very good to us. Now, part of that 12 that we had last night, okay, you sitting down for this one here because this is really good. It's big. 7 of the 12 last night were new. Last night was their first time there, and we had smiles from ear to ear on so many of those children's faces. They had a great time. It was so wonderful. I even remember one of the young bodies down there coming in. They're going through the food line, getting their supper ready, and all the chairs were full. And that young person says, "Where am I going to sit?" Oh, it was great. It challenged us. It was like, okay, now we need to get more tables out. We need to get more chairs out, because where's that young guy going to sit? It was great, very good things that were taking place there. And ultimately, it was a good problem to have. So the Lord was certainly blessing us on both sides. And on top of that, with that many kids, we actually had to split the group into 2 groups to get done what we needed to get done with those kids last night. So guys, that deserves an amen of praise. Thank you for your prayers. I know you guys are praying about our young families, our kids, our children's ministry, and the Lord is answering those calls. So again, thank you for your prayers on that. Now, the third update that I have for you today. Now, this is not necessarily an update about the church or an update coming out of this office, but this is an update that is going to affect all of you that are in the town of Kirtland. Well, on Tuesday evening, the town of Kirtland city council had met, and the city council had met to actually change street numbers to street names. And this is only affecting those that are in the town of Kirtland. So take, for example, the address to the church here is 17 Road 6500. Well, that Road 6500 is actually going to change to a name. So if you are living in the town of Kirtland, you can be looking forward to a new name. You will no longer be named as Road 6500, Road 6400, Road 6201, whatever it might be. You're going to be getting a new name. Now, for those of you that are in the county, you will still be staying at those same county road numbers that you're pretty much used to, but just know that the town of Kirtland is going to be voting on and has voted for new names. So I've got the list of the names here in the office. So if you're curious and you want to know what those names are, send me a text, give me a call, and I'd be happy to share those with you. Now, there is going to be another vote that is going to be coming up to actually vote on these names to make sure this is what we want to do here as a town, the town of Kirtland. So you, as citizens of the town of Kirtland, you are going to have your chance, an opportunity to give your approval, to give your buy-in on that street name. So when that comes up, I want to encourage you, act, reach out, participate in that. And once I hear about that, I would be happy to share when that date and when that time is going to be. Okay, so this brings me to my third and final point. Guys, I am just so grateful here. Part of the other update that I have here is we are doing new things here. New things are coming forward. And yes, there's some changes are going to be a little bit big. Some of them are going to be a little bit smaller. Some of these changes are just going to pretty much just go by the radar. It's going to be no big deal. Now, I also want you to know that some of these changes that are being brought forward, some of these are not all of our doing. Some of these changes are being imposed on us. We can talk a little bit more about that separately. But I just want you to know that all these changes that are coming about, not every one of them are things that we are bringing forward and trying to, bring and put on to the church body. Some of them are actually being imposed on us. So part of that is I am grateful and very thankful for your patience through all of this. So guys, thank you for listening here. And right here at the end of the video, I'm going to be having some pictures of the kids on Wednesday night. So I want to encourage you, stick around for a few more minutes. You can check out those pictures and you can get a taste for what happened on Wednesday night. So guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers. And remember, stay close to God, stay pure, and stay clean. I can't wait to see you on Sunday, and I'll see you next week for more updates. God bless you, and God bless your family.